With a right hook to the jaw, life shook the seesaw. It's alright. Look at me, ma. Look at my accomplishments. I often wish my Oculus saw you sit amongst the audience. And if I thought I caught a glimpse, it got my confidence lost within. But I learnt and built upon the consequence when I hopped the fence. Then I dropped the lens and discovered I could see. The rain is gone, the sun blazes, love changes, best friends become strangers as my mother and I would be. Blood makes the blade holy. That's what the dame told me as she scraped slowly across my spine. I thought the tightest grip might have slipped, but she's drawn the line, and love makes the pain cozy. I learned that too. I heard bad news. I burn gas fumes. I serve dad clues. I work back through my memory to remember these penalties. It ain't our first rodeo. At this point, mentally, the worst knows my soul. So I go off to stroll slow and curse those that crow and won't atone. Gotta pose this though. How many roads must a man walk down? I can't talk now. It's too dim and dreary, clearly. It sincerely turned out nothing like I had hoped. Some days it's a fight, I can't cope. Life's a bad joke and Jehovah can't hear me until his hands steer me. So one could try to blame your sociopathic father who'd snort white lines. And yet, go ahead girl, and let your light shine. Unless maybe there ain't none. That's why I write rhymes. I'm the same son with great love. It's just aimed up. So none could truly blame the past that they came from. Sure, when you've never been moved, how do you move on? But you've chased smoke signals for far too long. And I believe that notion, now your heart grew strong. Heels dug in so you can't feel nothing. Pretend you can delete the moments, but it seeps through, don't it? It's what keeps me hoping. And he will wonder too when he's old enough, where's the oldest one? But he ain't the one that has to start growing up. So throw it up to the sky and put it under the lens. Cause this ain't where my wondering ends. And ain't no color paint that can cover the bends. Ever since the womb till the day your slumber ends, I pondered if I pass what my tomb will say. Another slept? Who'd I the sorrow of when my mother wept? Could that move you to pray? The blues still play in a beautiful way. In these crucial days, deep pain made my weak brain mean I strained to stay focused and not let the fear grow. Became a man in 06 at 11 years old. Since then climbed from the lowest and the coldest to the highest and the finest. But time has proven to only depart from us and divide us. So I decided I should drag my baggage, but I need a larger truck. Now if you start me up, if you start me up, if you start me up, I'll never stop striving for some better thoughts. So I forever remember, Mom, see, I'm a rolling stone. Mama, I'm a rolling stone and I'm going home. You can tell Bella that I'm going home. Cause I'm a rolling stone, Mom, I'm just a rolling stone and I'm going home. Please let Rowan know that I'm going home. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so it goes. Listen, as a matriarch, my mother more than played the part. Regardless of circumstance, she rose above the call of the worker ants. She may not believe it, but this is how I prove loyalty. Although the bruises foil me, she treated me like true royalty. These things I write them because I miss you. And not a day goes by where I don't pray I'm with you. And still sometimes I find my mind is in conflict. I contradict logic with passion and get lost in the imagined fashion of a line of chronic fractions. Barebone baritone is all that ensures my slumber until I'm stirred and disturbed by the thunder. Burdened to wonder where's home and rupture comfort. I never stuck to the structure but punctured the bumper. This rug burn love learn not to run with the numbers. I'm the son of a blunder but she decided to keep me. It's no surprise that they teach teens cause and effect. So it's not odd to expect betrayal will spawn a loss of respect. If we take the offer we get, sign the terms but refuse to honor the debt, then the agreed upon penalties have to take place. Now Jehovah's great grace lets us save face and change pace. So please drop the weapons and explain in plain honest expressions. Cause here I am, thinking of you on the bus, sullen smirk, new slang, stomach hurts. Ran up the summit to plummet first, again what's this worth? Fallen internally, processing the whispers, shared as earnest deeds, your blessings all wither. You heard whispers too, do you know my blisters grew? If you saw every scrap, every whimper my sister knew. I wanna see the score sum in a smile with teeth. The files are brief, may take a while to compile the grief. If candor truly stands for something, I thought you'd be back. What's keeping you? For every cheap laugh, there's a glimmer of hope dying inside each month. I'm not bitter or broke, but tired of lying to feed love. This scene seems dumb, but you can't be replaced. And when James Mercer sings, your outline is retraced. I wanna make you proud, but our standards differ. And don't that make all the answers shiver? It's not that simple. and it's not that complex. You aren't crippled, but nonetheless the conquest. Your hunger pangs made you the hunter's aim, and so passes another day. And a day becomes a decade, perhaps things will never get set straight. Yet let's go through the cycle one last time. I'ma keep on polishing till all the busted hubcaps shine, or the smug grins come back crying. Jaw, just give me the ability to stand behind my ideals and a mind that yields before I hit the pavement hard. Lock my statements in the basement in a mason jar as I take it far. Farther than necessary, maybe, but check this, I wear my scars like a fresh necklace, a symbol of remembrance, pride and good fashion. Thus my temperance resides with understood passion. Caught a glimpse of a stiff lip adrift as you crowd surfed off a cliff. Cross, get lost off the list. The checklist is getting shorter and shorter these days. How about the orders he made? You locked him in that important briefcase with the rebates and keepsakes? Well, wherever you go, be safe, but watch out. Knives don't have your back, nonetheless, be gone. Our lives will travel paths all day. Someone get me out of this dimly lit hallway. Cause love changes, best friends become strangers. The West End's in danger, the rest set their wages. And you say, let's get the paper blowing in the wind burning. Me, I'd rather give the world away. I'd rather give the world away. You hear me? I'd rather give the world away. I'd rather give the world away. I'd rather. Jonathan Richman bemoaned the magical eyes. I have a rational mind and know all about the capital crimes. But my mom once was my national pride. Despite being a fallible guy and all my tangible ties, I had to cancel the line. But listen, I'd rather give the world away. I stand in the valley with these gold statues, built in honor of warriors with these bold tattoos. All I got is a pair of jeans and these old black shoes, and a shirt so thin it lets all of the cold pass through. I advance down the line till I see the temple gates, an entire lifetime trying to free my mental state. In this mysterious land is its grand climax. From the cradle to the grave, my hands I grasp. I've waited so long, now I'm so close I can't talk. I've always wondered how many roads must a man walk. And since the womb I've wanted to cure my mother's tears. It seems like the journey's done after 100 years. I walk up the steps, the stairway to the mountaintop. As the altitude climbs, the air breaks, the counting stops. The water of the fountain drops, the scene is serene as I enter into the most holy place of my dreams. Reality grabs me and pulls me straight to the ground. Unable to move from the shock, I wait for the sound. My butterfly net full of dreams then gets snapped in half. I start to rise to my feet while the monsters laugh and laugh. Holy Spirit fuels me, scriptures inspire me, enabling me to see clearly and paint the pictures entirely. I know what makes a man, being able to break the band, take off the chains of fear of death and take God's hand and walk with him, straight down the longest road. And the further he walks, well, the larger God's promise grows. These are what dreams are made of in a pressure-filled mind. Inscribe the message on the street when pleasure steals lives. Build up the fences to divide the sides and tile the floor. And in the end, all I really want to do is smile some more. There's faith and love in each individual soul. They shape and change even our principal goals. If we can keep our spirits inspired with zeal, the fires we feel will blaze higher and heal. Head, pressure, senses, clutch, message, pavement, fences, jump, touched, desire, God, change, rush, zeal, life, veins. Head, pressure, senses, clutch, message, pavement, fences, jump, touched, desire, God, change, rush, zeal, life, veins. From a head full of pressure rest the senses that I clutch. The message on the pavement forms the fences that I jump. I got touched by desire for God to ignite a change. Caught a rush of zeal from the life in my veins. From a head full of pressure rest the senses that I clutch. The message on the pavement forms the fences that I jump. I got touched by desire for God to ignite a change. Caught a rush of zeal from the life in my veins.